Expediting with Lucy. I am inside the Heritage Aviation Museum. This is part 2. Apparently this is broken into 3 buildings. And this is the airlines of the 40s and 50s, some into the 60s. And you cannot imagine how skinny that uniform is right there. That wouldn't fit on a 10-year-old today. But my dad was actually an airline pilot, and he had something that looked very much like that. This area apparently has some heritage to the Ford Tri-Motor. And every time I see the Wright Flyer, I remember that moments after their 62nd historic first flight, they lost their luggage. And that's the hop, the coast to coast. 48 hours to fly across the United States in a Ford Tri-Motor. And this, that is old school navigation. Talks about the history of the airline. It ran till the 80s. I seriously doubt they used the Ford Tri-Motor the whole time. This kind of tripped me out. That's an old wicker chair. That was the airline seat of the day. That's an original. It's a little different these days. This is a Desert Storm. Somebody donated as a pilot, ironically. I used to wear that exact same uniform and I was almost that skinny. And had that same vest. That's for your survival gear, and that's for the radio, your survival radio. And I still have my bag with my name on it. And then it's kind of rambling here, but they have some space related stuff. And back to the old Ford Tri-Motor. Some leftover equipment. I love old oil cans. There's people who collect those. I'm going to cruise over here. This is some of their main office stuff. Digging the bags. Looks like some type of adding machine, but I'm not sure what it's here for. Pictures from the old days. Refueling. That looks like a World War II bomber jacket, but it's not. It's a regular pilot uniform. This guy delivered mail starting in 1931. Wow. Again, photos. First airport hotel. Dearborn Inn was built adjacent to Ford in 1931. A single room with a tub and shower cost $3.50 per night. No smoking or alcoholic beverages were allowed. Go figure. Again, this is just random stuff people had in their house and blown up pictures. I guess they had a mobile doctor. Who knew? Who this guy is, but Harold got about a 24-inch waist. People rides. This is way back in the day. It's a piece of an old Tri-Motor. That's a cool sign. This looks like Civil War stuff. Yeah, it is. Not sure what it's doing in here. Again, old people collect some of this stuff and sit on it. The Cleveland Air Races, they ran those till the 1940s, and they moved it to Reno. They gave up and moved. I guess it got too crowded. This, I have never seen this before. This is a collection of Hogan's Heroes memorabilia that's real. That's Colonel Hogan's actual outfit from the show. Didn't know people collected this kind of stuff. Pictures from the set. That's awesome. Again, they bounce around here. Space stuff, because for some reason Ohio is very much invested in the space program. Very fancy models. The Spruce Goose. Those are the old race planes. Well, I guess it's a pylon. This is actual models. A wooden model. Huh. Now that is a trophy right there. Again, I don't understand the rambling reason behind some of this, how they displayed this. This model's battleship, notice Arizona. Battleships are named after states. The whole concept of the battleship is obsolete. That's the Mighty Mo, that's World War II, as the end in the Pacific was signed. But now they name submarines after states. That's the top of a German U-boat. Cool models. The Croaker, one of the many subs. Subs back in World War II are named after fish. This is kind of cool. These are tiny mock-up machine guns. They're actually made from metal. I may have tapped one with my finger. And I think that's awesome because they're tiny, tiny. That's a Maxim World War I German. Those are both, this one and this one are both 30 caliber. That one's liquid cooled. This one's air cooled. Literally poured water in through the top and it drained out to keep the barrels cool. And they finally found out it actually has the same rate of fire, so they got rid of liquid cooled. I believe that's called an M5 Stuart tank. Little teeny tiny tank. I'm not sure what they used them for because they can't knock a hole in anything. And more models. Well, that's a lot of work. I'll show you the inside section here. This is all race plane stuff. See, 1947, that's soon after the whole air race thing moved to Reno. They still race World War II planes. They've just been radically modified. Radial engine, gotta have it. The mail bags they would carry. And this is the old Ford tri-motor fuel cell with the baffles to keep the fuel from sloshing around inside of it, which I got a kick out of. Old fuel tank. And the old seats of the era. Wicker chairs. Oh, I feel safe. Seat belt. Another one of those wicker chairs. And that kind of shows how these planes used to look. Yeah, that looks safe. All right, I'm going to cut this one off and show the next part of the museum, which is another building. Explain with Lucy. I'm out.